This game is called Trash Goblin, and I got it off of Epic the other day. I like this game. I think this is one of my new favorite games. It's a point and click game, so you're not running around or anything. It's just, yeah, point and click. You are a goblin running a store for trash, and you change that trash into treasure and other people buy it. It's quite a simple, basic idea, but the gameplay is very fun. And there's an underlying theme of the man that lives upstairs. He like raised you, but the one that's upstairs has bought this kind of haunted what he's basically bought a haunted cupboard into the house, and he's having he's having some issues with it. So that's the underlying story that you get to unfold as you go. And the more people come into your store, they tell you different things, and then you're sort of gathering stories from them as well. So it's a storytelling game as well as actually fixing up stuff and selling it. I like the way that you can completely change your shop to make it look however you want it to look. It's quite customizable, which is fun. So these are some of the things that I've put in to clean. That's a cleaning tray, and then you've got your bag of trash, which you put on the table, and then you use your chisel and chisel away at the blocks until you reveal what's inside. And then you clean that up, and people come to your store and they want to buy it. And you can also upcycle it and add different things to it, and then it makes it more expensive. That's the basic gist of the game. So that is a filigree ring, and I usually just put straight into wash. Now up here is your quests, and I don't currently have any. This is the front counter where people show up. This is a locker to put things in so that you can sell them off. It's a pay what you can box, so you just put something in there and they pay what they can, and then you get the money from it. That's the blue haunting I was telling you about. This is where Eamon, the guy upstairs, comes down and he sells you some of these items to make your job easier. And this is where you sleep, in your little bed. So you're a goblin. This is where you sleep. It must be so bad for your back. And then this is the map, and you can take your little cart and go to market. So we'll start to gather some trinkets that I can go and sell. I've got a lot of these right now, so let's just put some of those in to be washed. Because very soon I can go to market with all of those things. And if you see the little sort of, I don't know what that is, maybe it's a horn, a dirty horn it looks like to me, then you know that you have to clean it. And every so often, after you've done a task, you will get customers showing up at the door. So that one's clean. There we are, there's a customer. Put that in the stash. And here is our customer. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Isn't a customer? They're not there. How strange. Okay. We'll just carry on then. I will just clean something else. So I'm quite far into the game. This is the third version of the sponge, I think. Second or third. That one's clean. Still no one at the door. This you can use to change your shop to open, closed, or by appointment only. Because if someone wants something, you can call them back and then they will come. So you click on them and then they will tell you what they want. They need a frog plushie left leg clean. So I think I have one of those in here. Or did I put that into clean? Let me just go back to the table and see. Yes, this is what we need. And then we will just clean it and the customer will wait. And then we just take that and we can go across, put it on to the bench and sell it. Now, if you sell it for more, you get more money, but you get less reputation. If you sell it for less, obviously there's less money, but you get more reputation. So I usually go for the lesser one because I'm trying to build up the reputation of all the factions. In that way, it's sort of got a bit of a D&D vibe going on there because you've got so many different factions, and a lot of them seem to me like they might come from like a D&D background or something. I can show you that actually. Oh, hang on, we've got something else happening. It's nothing. I'm as fit as a thingy. Fiddle, a tired, achy fiddle. We just need one more thing for the armoire. That's it. It's a haunted armoire. And then it will let me sleep. What does it need? I don't recall. Must have forgotten on the way down the stairs. Maybe clear his voice from here. Okay. 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 That was it. Thank you. Of course they're trustworthy. Yes, I'll tell them. Well, we need a hand kid. Right. Yeah. Okay. Not asking to lend a hand, I need a literal hand. Fingers, not the whole shebang. Like a human hand? Well, no. Why on earth would you think that? We need a magically charged clockwork hand to help out around the place. Very, very useful. Is it nice for things like dusting? Dusting, shoulder massages, chalking runes for necromantic rituals while I'm holding the staff and candle, household repairs, just chores. Are you sure you want to do the same? And why so many questions, kid? Do you want to make the armoire suspicious? I told you we were trustworthy. I told it you were trustworthy. I am, I promise. I am, Eamon. Please do this for me. Focusing on tasks is all I can do to keep it from wondering what your auntie dropped round to chat with you about. I'll get the hand right away. Then the artisan you need is called Silver, based in the Weird District. I'll send word so that he's expecting the cart. Toodle-o. Right. Okay, so he's gone, and where was I before he came? Oh yes, we take the money from there and put it in the purse. Right. I know I was about to show you something, but I can't remember, so we'll just carry on with this and put that in the cleaning thing and maybe get some more chisel down. Go. Rusted candle. It's fine. And these are your segments for the day. So you get 6 segments for the day. Unless you drink a coffee, then you get a 7th segment. Yeah, another thing. And here is another person.
Oh.
Right, frog stranger. If they're a stranger, they usually need something quickly and they don't come back. Whereas if they have a name, you can summon them back and they come back several times and then you unlock more and more stories from them. But he's just a stranger, so he will just take this one thing and go. Oh yes, I was going to show you the different races that you can form relationships with, and that is reputation. There we go. So you've got the lizard folk, the frog folk, humans, mushroom folk, and spirit folk. And if we look at the map, we can see that we needed there at that market. And if you look here, these are the market days. So I've got one more day until market after we sleep. You can only go to those places on a market day, as far as I'm aware. I don't think it would let me go now, even though I have a task due there. I can try. This is a witch doll body, so if I take all the pieces out of my inventory, I can actually put that together if I've got the right amount. Witch doll, right? What else do I need? I haven't got any legs yet, so I will keep searching for the legs. But it looks like all of these other things I can sell. That needs a wash. That can go in there. And that can go in there as well. If I do go back here, maybe we can see if it will actually let me go in. No, it's not a market. It's not a market day. So that's fine. We'll just go back to here and unlock some more trinkets. There we are. Handle. And we have another customer. One wizard staff and add something onto it. Okay, this one they need it upcycled. So they want a wizard staff. Check on here. Wizard staff and upcycled. Do I have one? Currently I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like I do. So what I would do then is I would get another bag and I would see if I could find one. I usually only give this 2 tries before I dismiss the customer and get a new one. Otherwise it can take ages trying to find one thing and no more customers can come while you've still got the one on the go. Okay, that's a goblin dagger. Goblin dagger hilt, that's not what I need. A safety pin. Ah, 1 wizard staff in, okay. So this is what they wanted. Now we'll need to clean it. If it gets to the next day and you sleep there, if it gets to the next day and you go to sleep, that customer that was there actually does come back in the morning if you haven't dismissed them. And now we'll go for the upcycling tool, click on what I want to upcycle, and it will show me what I can add to the end of it. So if I wanted to add that, I could twist it around, add it to different places, but that doesn't seem useful to me, so could have an empty teacup on the end. If I can add it to the right space. I'd like to get it on the bottom if I could. So perhaps if I cancel that, bring this out, and then do it where I'm... okay. It doesn't like it any other way. So we'll have to go there. And then I can finish, and I will take this over to her. Don't know what it is, some kind of funny cup, but anyway. There you go, she likes it, and we'll take that much because I'm still trying to build reputation with those. Go. And now take that, put it in the packet there. Now, those are washing. Nothing else I need in there right now. Go to bed, and now we can get on to the market the next day. The market's really useful for clearing out your inventory. So I would go to this place, I would get everything that I cleaned that day. I would look back in my pack just to see if there's anything here that I don't really want to sell. I mean, that all seems pretty good to me. I can sell all of that. This I might not sell just because I think I can use that for upcycling. They're pretty good for upcycling with. And that's probably pretty good for upcycling. Oops, it's not come out. Yeah. That's it. So I'm happy to sell any of that stuff. So now we'll go back, go to the market now, and this is where we need to go. It costs money to go to market, but you do make a lot when you go. Excuse me, are you here on behalf of Eamon? And then you answer what you want. Indeed, Eamon describes you very accurate, I must say. They gave rather less detail on what they wanted me to create, alas. Could you tell me about this engineering project? Eamon's after a magical clockwork hand. I've made one of those in a while. They're rather fun. Very useful if you're dabbling in the occult too, and who doesn't love a little dabble? Does Eamon need it to do anything particular? Operate a crane, knit a sock, help with an arcane magics? The latter, and some dusting. Righto. It doesn't bother you. If I judged folk for all the reasons they might want an extra hand, I'd have no customers. Speaking of which, I can fix you up with one, no problem. Well, there might be one tiny problem. Oh, this kind of project need me to channel some cosmic energy, and that means replacing my broken orrery. Okay. Yeah, is that the spinning wheel of the planets? I think it is that. The very same. In fact, if you can replace my orrery, the hand is yours. No one salvaged an orrery pieces from the chasm in a year, so you'll need another solution. I'll contact. Here we go. Right, this is where we start selling again. Wooden mask. Left ear, so that's this one. There we go. Okay, usually when I'm here, I will actually sell for full price because I'm at the market, so here I will just sell completely full price. Dagger hilt. That. Get tips sometimes as well. On pommel. Okay. Oh, oops. Right, one thing. Where's the right thing? Oh, there it is. If it says it, if they ask for it, I usually have it in stock. It seems that they only ask at market for things that you actually have in stock. So I suppose it's like you would have your stuff on the table and then they would choose out of that, but it doesn't actually put it on the table, which which might actually be a pretty cool thing if they did. I mean, I can take it out of my inventory and put it on there, but it takes a long time, and I'm just sorting through it trying to find it. It's just easier to get it from the book. Ring. Sell. It's a good way to make money fast. See, I probably would have needed that red pallet for my task, but I'm sure I'll cover what's enough. Handle. Okay, so customers have stopped coming, so that means I can now turn to my shop. So that, as you can see, made about 500 or close to. And then the last thing I will show you is the upgrading process. So this, you click on any of these shadowy objects, and then you can get what that shows you. Candle there, I can make the display map bigger. If you make stuff and you put it on the display map, people will come to the counter and want to buy it. This is just decoration, some more holding spots, and then some things will upgrade stuff. So this one is fully upgraded, but when I started it wasn't there, and that's the bucket that you can clean stuff in. When I started it wasn't there, and then I got it, and then you could do one thing at a time, and then I think it jumps to 3, not quite sure, it was a while ago. And then you can also decorate. So if you were to choose a wall that you want to decorate, you could go down here and choose that you wanted either the pink wall. And then if you pay once, you pay for that item once, and then that's one wall that's painted. But you can also buy the full set, and then you'll buy the full set that pink, and that means you can just click on any wall and put it on and not have to pay again. So it's more, it costs more, but it's probably better to buy the full set rather than having to pay 100 each time you want to put something on a wall. But I tend to choose very carefully about what I want to get the full item, the full set of, because it does cost a lot of in-game money, so I'm usually quite careful of that. And then I think, I think there's actually a DLC that you can get for this, which unlocks all of the other ones, if they are locked with those padlocks. I think there's a DLC, I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but that is the Trash Goblin game, and I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, that was just a little overview. You might want to edit yourself. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.